Good afternoon, ladies and gents. It's Simon here at Vans Today in Worcester. I'm here to give you a video walk around of this 2019 on a 19 plate. Fairly rare bit of kit, let's face it. An Iveco Daily with the double cab with 7 seats on board. This is the 3 litre 6-speed manual with the twin dual rear wheel on the back end of it as well. Extra long wheelbase, 70 daily, oh god, what do they call it now, 180, which I think is your brake horsepower of your 3 litre, isn't it? And the very highly unusual part of it is it's a 2019 on a 19 plate vehicle, one owner from new, direct off the lease company, been out on lease to Network Rail, has covered less than 3,000 kilometres from new. It does come with a full maintenance print with it as well. Yeah, it's not done a lot of hard work at all. I've got to say, it's kind of almost like new in places. Okay, which, you know, I know it's only done 3,000 kilometres, trust me. With some of these guys, 3,000 kilometres, they can get absolutely battered. But this thing is still got that air of newness about it. Anyway, if you haven't watched any of our videos before, the purpose of them is to give you a warts and all video walk around of the vehicle so you get an idea of exactly what it is that you're buying. And then you can make that informed decision whether this is the vehicle for you or not, okay? So we're going to generally start up on the roof. Now, it's just come in. We are doing an early video because we do have somebody very interested in it, okay? So up, oh god, I can't even get up there onto the roof. Well, I can, I suppose, if I climb on the back here. So we'll get all of this cleaned off. Obviously, it's sat around, hasn't it, for 4 years doing absolutely nothing. So that'll all just get jet washed off and cleaned. You've got your LED warning light up there. Whilst I'm here, then I'll just quickly show you this aluminium boxing on the back, which, Jesus Christ, how much must this have cost when it was built? Lovely, isn't it? Well, I'm not going to open up everything, but as you can see, that door does open up, but it's new inside, isn't it? I mean, I have no idea what Network Rail have been using this for, but it doesn't appear to be for a lot of fixing of the rails. And in this one here, so that is a cover for the back of it as well, for the back of the drop side part. It doesn't look like it's ever been used, so happy days. What have I just done there? There we go. And the drop side part itself is in lovely order. As I say, we haven't valeted it. Came with a couple of cans that were flying around in the back of it, which obviously is just what this has dropped on it, but we can get that jet washed off should you be interested in it from the drop side point of view. Rear tail lift, we have the remote controls for the tail lift as well, but as you can see, it's pretty spectacular in the complete lack of work that it's done. Do have work lights up here and here. In fact, I think they were on. I've just turned the ignition off, so they now no longer are on. And obviously you have got steps to get down. I haven't got those deployed. Just bear with me while I break my neck getting down off the side of it. Aluminium drop sides, as you can see. Those, again, not done a lot of hard work at all. This is your steps. You just deploy those. There is your tail lift, which again, never done a hard day's work in its life. Your rear board lights are okay. A small element of corrosion coming on here, fairly standard on a rear tail board, it has to be said. We do have, now certainly one reverse camera works. I don't know what the other's for, but I do think it has safety cameras fitted to it as well. And if I just chuck the camera through there, you can see your spares are completely unused and has a cross climate tyre on it, which is nice. Have a look underneath and you can see it just hasn't done a lot of hard work at all, has it? Let's face it. Dual rear wheel, as I've already mentioned. Tyres on the back, as you'd expect them to be for a 3,000 kilometre vehicle. SB Components built the vehicle. All underneath the chassis and stuff. I mean, there's a little bit of sign of its age, but it's pretty good, I've got to say. Steel wheels, not in bad order either. As I say, you've got Continental I was going to say Van Contact then, but they're Vanco 4 Season 2 tyres. Beautiful. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of very, very clean and tidy underneath, isn't it? Let's face it, as you would expect it to be. Have a look lower down in the cab. No signs of any damage on the seals or anything. Driver's side front steel wheel. Again, look at that tyre, that's like brand new as well. Driver's side front wing, that's all looking good. Driver's side wing mirror, integrated indicator, upper and lower mirrors are good. Driver's side door, that's all looking good as well. Door handle and lock are good, no signs of any damage. Driver's side rear door, that's all looking good as well. Round to the front end of the vehicle. The windscreen, that's all looking good. No stone chips or cracks to worry about. Never been anywhere in its life, let's face it. Bonnet, yes, that is high-vis tape on the bonnet there. So reflective tape, that obviously shine a light on it at night, it'll shine back at you. As you can see, I've got the LED flashes on. Front fog lights, those are looking good. Headlamp units are good. Have a look at the grills. These are looking good as well. Passenger side front wing. This is just dirt, okay. Obviously we will clean it properly. Passenger side front wheel, that's all looking good. Another Continental tyre as one would expect. Passenger side front door and rear doors, those are all looking good as well. Mirror units all good. Handles are all good as well. And then door card, again clean and tidy. There's remotes, which I guess is for your rear tail lift. Entry sills and plastics, they've got a bit of dirt on them at the moment. We'll get those all cleaned up. But as you can see, flooring inside, that's all nice. I've just noticed that's got a small split in it there. I think that's really the only bit of cosmetic trim. Little bit of a glove box, load of handbooks, and there's handbooks everywhere for this thing. Top of the dashboard all good. Looks like we've got a passenger airbag as well. Passenger seats, very clean and tidy. Flip them up. Now I guess there was obviously something fitted there in the past. And in fact it's got surround cameras on it, but I can't see. Well, we've got an internal mirror, but maybe there is something different for those. That is, I'm not sure of, if I'm quite frank with you. But passenger seat trim, as you can see, is good. The sun has now come out to play to completely cock up the video, but inside of the doors, the cab and everything, you know, once we've valeted it, it's going to come out like new, to be fair. What we did do is remove it had a screen, which was probably COVID related, a clear plastic screen from front to back. So they obviously put that in at COVID, and then decided to not use the bloody thing, judging by the mileage on it. Yeah, it's really, really tidy, okay? So, you know, as you would expect it to be really for one of these. Some marker lights there. Again, Dropside boards down the side, all looking good. Double wheelbase on the back. And again, just having a look under here, everything is really smart, really. And I just dread to think what this thing would have cost from new to be built. But there we go. Right, let's have a quick look. Bonnet pull, if I can get to it. Bear with, Steven Spielberg I am not. And bonnet release. Oh god. And Simon. Where's your little... Tell you what, we'll come back in a second. Right, now I've got the bonnet open. It's a lot easier when you're doing it with two hands. Just a little bit of mould there, which is just surface mould. It's just from where it's sat around, one would imagine. Because your pollen filter there, look at that, that's like new, isn't it? And then under the engine bay, we haven't touched any of this yet. We can obviously get it all steam cleaned off. Coolant's there, correct colour, no contamination in the coolant. That's at the right levels. Brake fluid, I mean, that's all looking like new as well, isn't it? Just everything under here, you know, kind of looks like a semi-new, unused vehicle. Bonnet's on hydraulics, which is quite nice. Actually, doesn't look like hydraulics, looks like two big springs, to be fair. But yeah, underneath there, all looking good. Let's show you the engine, not engine bay, jeez. Cabin. So, door card, that's all good. We have books, all the original handbooks. I think that is your holder for your remote around the other side. Again, it's all obviously dirty from where we haven't valeted it yet. But again, everything is really neat and tidy on it. Electric windows, no electric mirrors. Just quickly show you the inside of the door on this side as well, and you'll see that's clean and tidy, no damage. All looking good there. Right, let's jump into it now. Right, let's fire it up. So, 2,934 kilometres on it. Now, when we do fire it up at the moment, there's a couple of warning messages come up. We have just put it on the diagnostics. So you've got 93% of AdBlue on there. Oil levels all looking good as well. Tachograph failure. Not sure on that front. Obviously there's your tacho down there. That's all looking good. And then we have, there you go, it's not come up now. So we did just have a glow plug warning light flash, which came up as a glow plug relay. Maybe that's because it's now warm, I don't know. Anyway, well, it's not warm because you can see there's a temperature gauge, but I've driven it down here to where we take the photos, so I'll have to just look into that. If it's a glow plug relay, should surely be fairly sensible to sort out. Steering wheel, as you can see, it's almost like new. Multi-function on the steering wheel. We have, let's bang it into reverse, and then in a second, it doesn't come on immediately, but there's your reverse camera. Okay. So your original mirror is down there, and then you've got your reverse camera mirror up there. Bluetooth telephone. What have we got? FM, CD, Bluetooth auxiliary. Might just be an FM stereo, folks. FM and Bluetooth. But have a look at this control panel. It's like the Starship Enterprise, isn't it? So puddle lights, strobes, beacons. You can turn the reverse cutout beep 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 off in between the hours of 11:30 PM and 7 AM. And your work lights, and there's power for your tail lift there as well. It does have the air conditioning. Happy days, that's what you want, isn't it? 6-speed manual gearbox. That gear knob looks like it's not done a lot of hard work. In between your seats is all clean and tidy as well. Everything's just nice about it, you know. A couple of minor little bits and pieces to sort out, but on the whole, where do you find another one? You know, if you're looking around now, you know exactly how much these things cost brand new. With 3,000 kilometers on it, this thing not even running yet, is it? So there we go. There's probably 15 minutes of your life you're never going to get back, but if you are interested in this vehicle, give us a shout. I don't think it's going to hang around very long. We have had a bit of interest from abroad on it as well. So there we go, my friends. Thanks for watching. Any other queries, come back to me.